Um, First of all, I just want to say this is very weird for everyone involved. This is my first time ever doing this, and first of all, I just can't see chat, so maybe if I could somehow pull it up. I'm not seeing it, so maybe it actually needs to what's it called? Um, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me just check stuff. Beam. Actually, that might work. Let's go with this one. Anything else here? Hopefully, I'm not covering the audio thing or anything like that. I just really want to talk about something real quick. And by the way, the thing you're seeing in the background from my glasses, the PS4 monitor is still on, so that's what you see. Also, the ring light is on as well. So, yeah. Um, as you guys know, I like to label myself as a very private person. So, but I also want to be open with you guys. So, talking about situations and personal stuff is very hard for me. But at the same time, I want to stay 100 and I want to stay honest. And there's no easy way of saying it. So, the only way I think I can say it is just this: things are rough, to say the least. I mean, this whole week, it was just chaotic. I mean, I was able to stream on Monday and Tuesday, make sure everything was going normally, everything was going fine. Wednesday came, uh, I couldn't do as much. I put out a rush short saying, I wish I could have done something differently. It's totally my fault, whatever happened. And yeah, it was just my fault. And then I streamed on Thursday. I did make a short because I was still rushed. And on Wednesday, I just wasn't feeling it. When I went to work, it was just not good. It was just not the greatest. I was making tons of mistakes left and right. I just didn't feel like myself. And Thursday, it was basically the same thing. It just did not feel like I was in a good headspace. I just wasn't me. And I got through the day a lot better than last time, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it just felt like it wasn't me. And as you guys know, I was working these 4 days, Monday through Thursday. Nothing, nothing too out of the ordinary. I've worked long days in a row before, and I've even done Mondays through Thursdays before. But I don't know why. But this week was just a lot. I mean, school assignments were piling up. The thing is, I was able to still get them done within their time limit. Even today, I was able to get my culinary assignment pretty done early. So the fact isn't that, it's the fact that my time management just sucks. And before, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be incredibly good at time management. I mean, I would always be sticking to a schedule and I just stick to the plan and then everything would be going great. Even if I was tired, it just would just go normally. But ever since I've arrived back in Minnesota and ever since we arrived back here, I just lost that rhythm. And one of the main factors is school. Now, I've been in online school. I've talked about this many times. I've been in online school for 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years. I started in 8th grade. I'm in my last year of 12th. Final year, so all I have to do is just go through it. And yet that's still what gets me. I know it's my final year, and I know as soon as it's over, it doesn't matter. So why am I stressing about something that doesn't matter to me? One of the worst things that even proves this point is the fact that I was actually picked. Like, I saw an email today that I was picked as I was picked for some kind of enrollment plan for like colleges. So if I selected a college that was on this forum, apparently I would just be already given like a good sign, which sounds good because me and my family, we have not been able to send out any kind of sheet or anything, especially since this month, October, was free application to college month. This would have been a great time to just send out as many college applications as can. But there was never a time where me and my mom could actually sit down and go through it because I was either busy with school or work, or she was busy with work and taking care of us. So we just kind of let things play out. And with this month being one of the longer months, we thought it would give us an opportunity to be like, oh yeah, it's fine. We could just wait until another time. And gradually, it just worked against us. Now, the thing is, what I really wanted to talk about is, well, just that. That whole thing just proves how crap and trash my time management has become. Like I said, I used to be incredibly good at time management. Even when I was tired of it, I know that time management was still going to stick with me. But with school, everything has changed with it. School quite literally has screwed up my life in so many more ways than it's actually helped me. The only thing good about this school year, and I'm not even going to lie, actually, there's a couple of things, I won't lie. But two things that I can name off the top of my head. One, I don't have to take any more math classes. I'm officially done with math. Math is officially gone, I'm done with it. And two, my creative writing class is actually funny. It actually makes me want to participate. So huge kudos to my teacher for making it actually fun. Thank you, Mrs. R. That's just a pseudonym, by the way. But one of the things that also makes it is just the fact that it's just hard. I mean, with it being senior year, obviously there's going to be even more workloads of homework. But it just feels so hot. And that's why I've actually, and it's hard for me to say because I still don't believe in myself. And this is just complete self-diagnosis. I haven't told my parents about this. I haven't told anyone about this because I'll explain later on. But at this point, especially today, I think that I am either starting to or have been depressed for a while. And don't get me wrong, I have already been depressed a couple times in my life. And usually it's worked out before. I've usually been able to get better, but I guess it just kicks back around every now and then. And yeah, maybe using it the wrong way or not be saying that right. But at the same time, it just, I don't know, it just feels weird. Because I don't know, man, this is my last year. I just don't want things to get off badly. I mean, at my job, I'm making good money. With my streaming, I'm actually doing a really good job. And this whole school thing is just getting in the way of it. That's the thing. School is getting in the way of, is getting more in the way than either my job or streaming could ever do for me. At least with my job, I'm learning stuff that I've never learned before. And I'm actually taking experience into other jobs as well. And I'm getting paid for the time I'm working there. Not to mention, I stay over for like 5 to 10 minutes sometimes, and they pay me for overtime. It's a great place to be working at. And I love working at the store because there's funny people there. There's people who bring good energy. And I like the people because they've always been kind to me. They've always taught me stuff. We we joke with each other, we jab at each other. It's awesome. And with content creation, as you guys know, I love making people laugh and smile. I love doing that stuff because that's what makes me happy. I love seeing other people happy. But with school, I just can't. Nothing brings me happiness in school. The only times I've actually ever felt happy are with teachers actually are funny and make an effort. And sometimes I do get annoyed with teachers like that, but that's only a very specific few pieces or parts of them. Also, sorry if there's any like weird background noise or anything. It's really cold where I am. It's just about to turn winter. I think it's actually about to snow, so that should be fun. As you can see, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm actually gonna have to buy a coat tomorrow. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, at this point, and the thing is, with the depression, I know the symptoms. I've been through it before. It's easy to tell. Sleeplessness. What's it called? Withdrawal from normal activities. I don't even do many of my hobbies anymore. I love to write. I love to start drumming. But it's hard for me to find time when I have to squeeze in consecration and work as well on top of school already. It's hard. I go to, depending on my days, I can start school from 8:30 to all the way down to like 1:25. On those are usually like Mondays and Wednesdays. On Tuesdays, I start school from what I want to say 10:30 to 1:30. I want to say, and it sounds like good time management. But I don't want to stream very early in the morning because maybe I could stream later. I'm hoping I could stream later. Not to mention, if I stream early, it just feels like I just screw up so much. But maybe it'd also be worth to take the risk, but I'm not willing to take that risk just yet. And at the same time, with streaming late, I'm running the risk of running late with homework and stuff, and which is what happened, especially this week. And usually I'm able to get on top of it. But the thing is, especially with the semester ending and all, it's just a lot. I don't write anymore. I don't play games on my laptop anymore. I used to play The Sims. I downloaded The Sims on my laptop. And I used to have a bunch of fun, and I don't play it anymore. I don't, like I said, I don't write anymore. I haven't been working on my story at all in like a week. Maybe I wrote like a couple lines or maybe a page, but that was it. And with drumming, I was only able to drum today for like a solid, 20 minutes? Which is good, I guess, but I want to go longer. The more I practice, the more I listen to songs and practice along to them, the better I can become. But this whole school thing is just not working for me. The only problem is it's my last year. I'm not going to flunk out or do anything like that on my last year. I'm only months away from graduating. Why am I going to give it up all the way now? That's what I really just wanted to talk about. Your boy isn't going anywhere, okay? I'm gonna miss a couple days here and there. There's no doubt about it. It's just I need to start getting my ass in gear, basically. I just need to start realizing, hey, you either do this or you're gonna suffer tremendously. Which one are you willing to do? And obviously, I'm willing to try and change. I got to try. If I don't try, then what's the point of even doing this? And that's the thing. I'm still able to have fun. I'm still able to laugh, smile, and all that. Because I generally feel like it. It's just, I don't know, man. I just feels like I'm starting to get more and more depressed. I mean, today alone, I didn't have work today. I only had a couple assignments. And like I said, the culinary assignment should have been easy. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna half-ass my way. The instructions were confusing. The dumb freaking teacher wasn't even talking about them literally yesterday, which by the way, she only had one class this week because she forgot to label it. The first class on Tuesday forgot to label it as required, so there was no recording of the class or anything about what to do for the culinary assignment. So me and my mom were both in the dark. Not to mention on Tuesday I had to stay. I basically spent the entire day Tuesday just working on my creative writing essay because I decided to skip it and flunk out on it. Although I still did pretty good with it. I mean, I haven't checked it was more like a peer review thing. It was more like the first rough draft. But still. I don't want to give up stuff, man. I mean, it's simple as that. I don't want to give up something as important to me as drumming. You know how long it took me to actually get drums? I never would have I never would have been able to actually get drums in Florida because me and my parents clearly were not going to get a house down there. We were still going to keep living with my aunts. only when we were gonna move, I knew I could actually get a drum set. Even if it was gonna be cramped in a small room, I was getting that. Because drumming is something I wanted to do for a while now. I've seen people on either people in a band like Will Ferry in Against the Current, or that one guy in First to 11, like the drummer guy. And then also there's Rocker Roach, another huge inspiration for me. I want to be able to get somewhat decent or somewhere near their level of drumming. And I can only pray and practice that I can someday reach that level. But I can't do that if I don't ever have the time for it. Same with writing. I already think I'm already good. I said it before. I already think I'm already a good writer. And I say this because I truly understand what to do with my assignments. I figure out my story, I figure out what I want it to be, and then I just start writing. I write out the characters, I write out the scenes, write out everything I need to, because that's how good I feel I write it. I know what to add. I know what makes or breaks tension. I know what makes or breaks a character. And one of my things is I know how to make really impactful scenes. I love emotional scenes in movies and everything, because the emotional climax in movies is absolutely amazing to me. And I learn from that and I create them in my own stories. And I have so many ideas for my story, and I plan on taking a break from it again, but that's after it's done. How am I supposed to, and that's what's scaring me. Am I really going to take a break from another break? Like, I'm only like a chapter away from actually finishing it. And I still am maybe only halfway done with the ninth chapter. I still haven't finished it yet because I've been focusing on everything else. I've been giving it the time of day. So what exactly do I do? I was so upset today because of the fact that I couldn't do anything. And by the way, I'm trying to like find a good way to hold it because my arms are getting tired. But I couldn't do anything, man. I mean, I was just, for most of the day, I told you guys about the plan, or I believe I told you guys about the plan. I was gonna get the Peacock subscription. I was gonna watch Land of the Dead. I was gonna watch popcorn and eat M&Ms in my popcorn. I was gonna write. I was gonna drum. I was gonna stream and do all this stuff super early, and then I just had this whole time to chill after. And as you can tell, it just never happened because of the fact that I just was tired. I was weak and stupid and pathetic enough not to be able to do that stuff. Instead, my ass was on my mom and dad's bed just watching TV. Don't get me wrong, I love the show I was watching. That's why I was watching it. But it was because of that patheticness of just lying down on that couch. It was just, it was hurtful. I'm the type of guy who doesn't like lying around. Even when I have a free day or a quote unquote lazy day, I don't just like lying around. I don't like doing any of that stuff because I can still be productive. I can work on my hobbies. I can do stuff I like. But yet I just sat around with my ass on the couch or bed because I was just watching a show. The worst part is I talked to my mom about this. And I didn't want to talk to her about it because I already know that she was going to say that my reasoning was stupid. I knew it was stupid too. But we had completely different reasons for saying it was stupid. I said it was stupid because I was being stupid and I should just do better. I should be better. But she went the other way in the way I knew she was going to say, or I had the feeling she was going to say. Thing is, I don't deserve anywhere near the same amount of lazy days my mom deserves, or my dad, or my sister. Maybe my sister. They all work incredibly hard and incredibly long hours. and they do it to provide for us and for me. It's not fair that I only work 5 hours and they just work all that time. I'm only part time. That's the thing. They could easily fire me and I would just be out on the street. Luckily, not because they need workers. Sadly, it's a big store. It's not that big of a store, but it's a big store enough to where it does need a lot of people. But very few people actually go in. But that's a whole nother story that we'll just leave it at there. But yeah, it's just I just feel, as you guys know, I just feel like I already have a major amount of self-deprecation and self-doubt. I feel I don't deserve anything because everyone else has everyone else, or there are other people out there who have suffered more than me. And I'm willing to take that because if I can take on not only my own burdens but everyone else's, then they would have no reason but to actually finally have time. The worst part is my own mother said to me that when she has lazy days like this, which are rare days for her, she still feels guilty. She has nothing to feel guilty about. She has already done so much for us already done so much for my family and me as a mother that she deserves those days. What do? I just go to school. I just work 5 hours. That's nothing compared to what she's done for the past 20 years for us. It's not fair. It's I just don't feel it's comparable. Which is why, even though I love her, I just can't accept that that's what her reasoning is. I don't work nearly as hard as her. And I only wish I could someday reach that same level of dedication, time management, and hard work. Even when I get mad that she's late, I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at the fact that there's something keeping her from keeping me from going to work. The problem is I'm way too weak. I've come a long way from being the helpless boy I was a long time ago. But that's still going to change. I'm not stopping until I finally reach the level of strong and strength I finally want to achieve. There's nothing going to hold me back from that. I don't care how much pain I have to go through. I don't care how much pressure I'm under. Because I'm not going to be turned into dust. I'm going to turn it into one of the biggest and sparkling diamonds this world has ever seen. And I'm going to damn show it. Or I'll be dead trying. I'm not giving up, guys. I'm not giving up YouTube. I'm not giving up school. I'm not giving up my job until I decide that it's time. I decide when I quit my job. I decide when I'm done with school. And I'll decide when I'm done with YouTube. All these trials and tribulations are only going to make me stronger. And all these feelings I have, I'll just push down. I'll ignore. I'll push away, slide. I don't care what I have to do. What matters is that I save and protect my family. That's all I've ever wanted in life, and that's all I'll continue chasing. I'll continue making them happy. I'll continue making everyone I can possibly make happy. One of my biggest fears is that I'll never be able to make anyone happy or save anyone. Even if I'm able to save that one person or make one person laugh, that's what makes it. Struggles in our life are there for a reason. And I'll be damn sure if I don't get past mine. Nothing's going to stop me from continuing. Like I said, all this pressure, trials, tribulation, it doesn't matter. I'm making my way through this, no matter what. I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up that I'm not going anywhere. In fact, it's only just about to start. It's been one though, guys. Take notes.